Guys, this is the fourth episode of Ask PK. This was a hashtag. So hash Ask PK, and I'm really grateful. I'm kind of already overwhelmed by the response because I'm having a tough time keeping up with the questions. So I try to make a video or two videos weekly, but I think I'm going to have to work on the frequency if I have to catch up on the questions. Some of you have requested that can we have anonymous questions, right? So can we not disclose our name when we ask questions? So yes, that can definitely work. You can send me questions. You can trust me on that. I won't disclose your name. I'll use some pseudonym for you, some dummy name for you, right? So today's question is again by an anonymous person. So I'm gonna call her Jennifer. I hope you like Jennifer. Yeah. So I'm gonna call you Jennifer, and this is Jennifer's question. I have observed that my thinking always gets converted into overthinking. This prevents me from taking any decisive step in my personal and professional life. My question is how to stop overthinking and take fast decisions. Alright. Thinking and overthinking. So let's try to understand the difference between thinking and overthinking first, and then we can move to how to not do that. Okay, so what is thinking, in at least in the context of this discussion? Okay, so thinking, you can think of thinking as a good guy and overthinking as a bad guy. Okay, thinking is a good guy, overthinking is a bad guy. Why? Because thinking actually gets us someplace. Thinking gets us someplace. So maybe you're traveling from one destination to the other destination, thinking will get you there, right? Overthinking is when you keep on going in circles. You're going in circles without any conclusion to that situation, without finding any conclusion to that situation. That is the basic difference. Okay, thinking takes you someplace, overthinking does not take you any place. Thinking is usually based in compassion, in wisdom, in the openness and the spaciousness of your heart. Overthinking, on the other hand, is based in fear and insecurity. If you see what is actually happening when you're overthinking, have you tried to analyze that? When you're overthinking, you're having the same repetitive thought pattern again and again and again without taking you anywhere, and it is primarily occurring because you're very afraid, you're very fearful. It is based in fear. You're absolutely trying to find the answers by using those thoughts, but they aren't really helping you find answers. Have you ever gotten an answer by overthinking? No. Thinking will lead you someplace. Overthinking rarely gives you an answer. Rarely does overthinking give you something of value because it is based in fear. The root is fear. The root is insecurity. The root is not spaciousness and openness of the heart. So let's take an example. Thinking. So what is thinking? Hey, I think I should learn playing guitar. That's thinking, okay? So hey, I should learn how to play guitar. I have wanted to learn a musical instrument since quite some time. It would be nice to explore guitar. Let me see if I can find any classes nearby. That is thinking. And now what is overthinking? Hey, I need to find, I think I need to learn the guitar. Let me see if I can find any good guitar coaching classes around my area. I'm just going to adjust the camera here, one sec. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, where was I? Overthinking. So, I think I need to learn the guitar. I hope I find a good class. But will people like my music? Will I like to play the guitar, or should I go for drums? Or should I go for the violin? Or should I have some other activity instead? Or what kind of music should I play? Should I play English songs, Hindi songs? Or should I figure out what kind of music I want to play before I start learning the guitar? Now this is overthinking. Why? Because it's slightly based in fear and insecurity. If you see the way the thought process went from a creative idea to then something based in fear. Slowly you went from the spaciousness of the heart, from your intuition to your fear. So that is the difference between thinking and overthinking, firstly. Now how to snap out of it. So I think I'm going to give you 2 pointers. Alright, Jennifer, I'm going to give you 2 pointers and I hope they help you. The first thing to realize, or the first way in which you can actually stop this suffering, is by realizing, so by accepting and being aware of it? Or is the other way around, being aware of it and then accepting it? So this might sound like a very lame advice, but trust me, this makes a lot of sense. If you want to get rid of the problem, if you want to understand the problem, first you need to observe it and accept it and be aware of it, right? So the next time you have an overthinking pattern, the first thing that you need to do is step back and say, oh, I am overthinking. I am overthinking. This acceptance, or change the voice. Don't use active voice, because then we tend to associate everything with our ego or with our own self. So instead use a different tense, use a different voice, sorry. Instead of saying I am overthinking, just say overthinking is present. So it's a phenomenon which has come. Overthinking is here. Overthinking is present. And I know that in the past, overthinking has not served any cause whatsoever. It has not helped me in any way. So hey, I'm not going to put any more energy into overthinking. You can just say hi overthinking and bye overthinking. You basically stop giving it energy. And you can stop giving it energy only when you step back and you're aware of it. Overthinking is present. And this does not serve me in any way. You know that it is not helping you in any way. And that acceptance, instead of getting identified, instead of thinking, now you're stepping back and you're observing this. Oh, overthinking is present. Nice. But it is not really serving me. I don't think I want to entertain overthinking anymore. Yeah, so hence you stop giving it energy and you step back. So you're not pushing overthinking away. You're not identified with the overthinking and thinking, but now there's a third possibility available. You're observing it, or you're aware of it and you're accepting it. You're watching it through a third person's perspective, and you're not caught up in it. That's the first point, okay? So realizing that you are overthinking. Secondly, this is not really a meditation advice. The first one was more about mindfulness. The second advice is knowing that thinking won't give all the answers. Thinking will never give all the answers. Thinking will give you maybe a percentage of the answer, or thinking will give you a few answers. But most of the answers are to be found by execution. So you have given an example of your job. So again, what will it be like to execute that job? You have to find that out or figure that out. Or let's stick to our guitar example for now. So you're not sure that you want to learn the guitar or not. And the whole day you're thinking, should I go for the class? Should I not go for the class? So what is the wisest thing to do? Telling yourself that, okay, I'm not very sure if I want to learn the guitar, but I would hate myself for not trying it out. So let me go and explore. So you go to the class, you give it a shot. You try it for 8 days, 15 days, 30 days, whatever it is. You take some action, because action will give answers. Thinking will not give you all the answers. It's the action, always the action. We tend to make plans in our mind. We tend to break plans in our mind. No, we can make plans in our mind, but most of the times we can stop the execution only when we start it. We have to first experience it. Like for example, I tell you should try a mango. It's really tasty. You can't make up your mind unless you have tasted the mango, whether you like it or not like it, right? Thinking about it, how will it be? How will the mango be? Will I like it or not? Should I have it or not? That is not going to lead you anywhere. So wiser choice would be to join the guitar class, try it for a few days. If it's not working, let it go and move on. So as far as your job question is concerned, specifically for the job question, you can always start executing and see. You can take baby steps, okay? It's not always about taking big steps. You can take baby steps. You can see if you are liking a few aspects about the job. Right, so for example, if the job is of being, I don't know, and if you are really aspiring to be an IT programmer, okay, just as an example, you can see what it is to program. You can actually start doing it, right? And then when you have a certain degree of assurance that okay, you're liking this, then you can take the bigger steps. So always be aware of that. Always know that thinking won't take you any place. It's the actions. So the first step is to become aware. Oh, I'm overthinking. And the second step is you take some kind of an action to figure out the answer. That action will either give you a positive answer or a negative answer. And even if it's a negative answer, you have learned something. You know that out of 10 things that you wanted to do, you now have only 9 things to try out. So that is the wisdom that you are developing. These answers can only be found out through actions. Alright, so I hope this helps you, Jennifer. And if you have any follow-up question, please let me know. And I hope this adds value. I love you guys. Keep asking questions. I'll try to answer them. Bye-bye.